I'm a voting member at BAFTA, which means that I vote for the various films that are nominated. I help with the nominations, but then in the second round we have to make sure that we can only vote for all the films in the category, and we have to look at all the films in each category. And I think there's about 20 categories, ranging from best film, best director, best film not in a foreign language, which obviously is anything other than English, and I will include things like best casting, best makeup, special effects, and there's a long list of films, but you can't vote for any of them unless you've seen everything that's been nominated. I vote for best film, best director, because I'm a director, leading actors, male and female, supporting actors, editing, sound, special effects, but I don't vote for certain categories because I don't vote for makeup and hair, because I don't know enough about it. I know what it looks like when it's good, but I don't know what is the best bit. The last year in the industry has been very interesting, is that there's been quite a big change. I mean, you see a lot of the nominations are now made by Netflix. Now what's happened is that the film industry used to be dominated by independents and studio movies, and now there's a new set of people who make movies, which is Apple, Netflix, Amazon, and they are now changing the way the industry works, because they get their money by people doing subscriptions, and if the films are very good and very different, they go onto the cinema. I mean, last year's Best Director was won by a film that was in black and white, that was set in Mexico, that was called Roma. Very long film, but it was a brilliant film. But probably more brilliant in the circumstances that directors would know how clever it was to put it together, because it had very long scenes that you knew would take a huge amount of organising. It was set in the 1970s, so you had to have everything looking like the 1970s, and it moved very slowly. So we're in a sort of change of the movie industry. I've been intrigued by a number of them. You get people like Martin Scorsese now making films which are Netflix movies, but they're 3 hours long, because one of the things is that you're not restricted. One we used to be restricted in cinema is that can we sell enough ice creams? So if a film was over 100 minutes long, people wondered whether they would sell enough ice creams. But now one of the nominations, directed by Martin Scorsese, is 3 hours 12 minutes long, which would be inconceivable in the old days. So we're in a sort of changing industry, which is very good. And there's other films like Jojo Rabbit, which I saw yesterday, which is extremely funny, which is directed by a New Zealand actor, or New Zealand director who's also in it, which is filmed in the Czech Republic, and is extremely funny, and it's set in Germany during the war, and stars Hitler, played by the director.